Hi, it's me again, and I'm back with another one of my TV license letters. And I do like doing the letters. I like to break them down because people get these letters and not everybody knows as much about it as some of my viewers. And they get a bit scared when they see them. They think, oh no, that's scary, that's worrying. And they stumble across these videos, they find them, I break them down and let them know how not scary it is at all. And this one was sent to me by a student, which is great because if you have a look at the demographic of the people who watch me, I'm very popular with the oldies, very proud of that also. But to get an email from a student with this letter, brilliant, thank you. If you're a student and you get letters or you're worried about the whole TV licensing thing in your halls, your accommodation, whatever, do send me an email. You find the details of how to do that below. Right, let's take a look at this letter and I'll stop gassing on. So it's addressed to the new occupant. Wow, how exciting. You just moved into student accommodations. You're all started about your new life away from home. And the first piece of mail you get from TV licensing saying, don't risk prosecution, act now. Yeah, welcome to your new life. Taking the mickey, isn't it? An investigation has been opened into your address, which has obviously been blanked out. Ah, it's shocking, isn't it, eh? How shocking is that? Absolutely ridiculous. Right, let's read on. Dear student, not sir or madam, student. Lovely. You haven't contacted us since we last wrote to you. Our records show this address is still not covered by a TV licence. If you watch or download BBC programmes on iPlayer or watch or record live TV programmes on any channel or device, you could be committing an offence. Now, fair play to them for once. There's no misinformation in there. That's all straight and true, isn't it? It's good. If you watch or download BBC programmes on iPlayer, you do need a TV licence. Watch or record TV shows as they're being broadcast, that should say, on any channel device, you could be committing an offence. Yes, that's fine. But what it doesn't say there, and what it really should say is, if you don't do any of those things, you don't require a licence, don't worry. So you can just throw this letter away. If you don't use iPlayer or watch TV as it's being broadcast, you just watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, all the things. There's hundreds of them now, and I can't list them all off. If you watch any of those things without watching any TV as being broadcast, you don't need a TV licence. So you can feel free to throw this letter in the bin. That is what it should say. But no, they're assuming guilt. They're not assuming you may not need one. They're just assuming you do need one and you should buy it now. It's wrong, isn't it? Isn't it wrong? Stop this investigation by contacting us today. A big red box, buy a TV licence. See, now the whole thing just assumes guilt, doesn't it? It assumes you need a TV licence and you're doing something wrong. There's only one little line in there that says, you know, you might not be doing something wrong. Where is it? Under the big red box, look. Or let us know you don't need one. See reverse for more information. You know, one of the most important parts of the whole letter is a tiny little sentence buried under the red box. That should be the most important part of it. You need a TV licence to do this. But if you don't do this, you don't need a TV licence. Here are the things you can do without a TV licence. So take a look at that. And, you know, if those are the only things you do, then you don't need a TV licence. You can just ignore this letter. It's what it should say. Now, if you are interested in what you can watch without a television licence, in all the bump I put below, one of the top links you'll see what you can watch without a television licence. And that lets you know everything. And probably about 90% of the stuff you'd watch anyway, you can watch without a telly licence. Remember, ITV Hub, Channel 4, Demand 5, all the main terrestrial channels you can watch. It's just not BBC iPlayer. You know, there's loads and loads you can watch. So take a look at that. That will give you more information. All right, let's read on. Ignoring this letter could lead to prosecution in big red letters again. You're not scaring us. Enforcement officers visit addresses at any time, day or evening, weekdays or weekends. We're not trying to scare you, but we can come round at any time. If we find evidence that you have been watching, recording or downloading programmes illegally at this address, you may be interviewed under caution in accordance with national criminal law, which could lead to prosecution. But we're definitely not trying to scare you. The maximum penalty is a criminal conviction, a £1,000 fine plus any legal costs and or compensation you may be ordered to pay. Don't risk it. Our conviction rate currently stands at 99%, but we're not trying to scare you. We're just trying to see if you require a licence. Definitely not trying to scare you. So let's break this down because they've written it all scary and nothing in there is scary. So let's start at the top. Enforcement officers visit addresses anytime during weekends or weekdays. Yeah, they do, because they're trying to catch you at home, because they're salespeople that work on commission and they want to sell you a television licence. By calling them enforcement officers, They're trying to make them sound official. You have to remember they are not. They're not bailiffs. They're not police. They have no more power than you or I. They are salespeople that earn commission. And they can knock on your door and look all authoritative and look all important and put a deep voice on and have a clipboard and all this. But you don't have to talk to them. So you open the door, or if you're in student halls, whatever, you might have a buzzer, whatever. They try not to use the buzzers. They actually try and get in and knock on your own flat door is what they try and do. So if you get one visiting, right, you open the door and you say, who are you? They say, hello, I'm from TV licensing, because they must identify themselves. It's in their charter. Hello, I'm from TV licensing. You just go, no, thank you. Close the door. Don't say anything else. They might ask you to sign something. Don't sign it. Don't talk to them at all. You don't have to talk to them. They're no one special. They're salesmen. You don't want to buy what they're selling, close the door. That's it. That's it. So the next bit, where are we? If we find evidence that you have been watching stuff you shouldn't be, you can be interviewed under caution. The only way they can find evidence that you've been watching something you shouldn't be, and you shouldn't be, if you don't have a TV license, you shouldn't be. But the only way they could possibly find evidence of that is if you talk to them. Detective vans are a myth. You can't be done for something they can't prove. And the only way they can prove it is by you admitting it when they're talking to you, or you let them in and they turn your telly on, whatever. No good can come from talking to these people, whether you're playing a straight game or not. I've heard so many horror stories of people who are playing a straight game and have let them in and got stitched up. Just don't talk to them. Just don't talk to them. They're salespeople wanting commission. They're going to do what they have to do to get that commission. So don't talk to them. Close the door. Right, next bit. The maximum penalty is a criminal conviction, a £1,000 fine plus any legal costs. Blah, blah, blah. Now, they do say a £1,000 fine, and to be fair, that is the maximum fine you can get. Very, very rarely given out, which is not what they will tell you in the letter. Okay, the average fine, you know, over the last 10 years or so is about 180 quid, which is almost the cost of a licence anyway, isn't it? So don't be scared by that. The criminal conviction can only come if you don't pay a fine that you're issued. But the only way you could get a fine is if they find out you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, and the only way they can find out is only one way, and that's if you talk to them and you drop yourself in it. You close the door, none of this can happen. If you close the door, none of this letter can happen. Don't risk it. Our conviction rate currently stands at 99%. Yeah, because if they've got the evidence from you dropping yourself in it when they're talking to you on the doorstep, that's it, you're banged to rights. So that's why. What they won't say is that, you know, out of all the doors we knock on, probably only 0.5% end up in trouble or something. Because most people start swearing at them, having a go, whatever. The best way to do it is just close the door and they'll toddle off. That's it. Let them waste their own time. So hopefully that's cleared that up for you. None of these letters are scary. If you want to see more about the letters, I've got a whole playlist on the letters. Every time I see a new letter, I do a video on it right away because I like doing the letters. Down below, you'll find a link to a playlist for all the TV licence letters I've covered. There's quite a few now, and not one of them scares me. Not one of them. Some of them are ridiculous, saying, we're going to visit you on this date and all this. All total nonsense. Don't be scared by them. And like I said, there's loads of links down there as well. Things you can watch about a TV licence, how to deal, you know, if you get a visit a bit better, a bit more in depth. And it's a bit funny because I wear a moustache. You'll find all these things below in the link. Do go and take a look. And subscribe to the channel as well to be kept up to date with all the latest letters and the latest news from TV licensing. Don't forget to leave your comments down below what you think of this letter, and I will see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.